extract the contents of a locked Android phone. So the locked issue that I'm having, that I'm talking about here, is the I guess they call it the pattern lock. So with this phone, you just hold down the button here, and it says, "Too many pattern attempts to unlock. Sign in with your Google account." On this phone, we don't know the Google account or the password. I don't know if it didn't get synchronized or what, but the Google account that we use doesn't work to unlock it. And there are tutorials on the internet about how to get around this, how to unlock the phone. But most of them say that the phone has to be, I believe, in developer's mode to be able to unlock it. And if you didn't put the phone in developer's mode before it got locked, there's no way to do it as far as I know. So your option then is to restore the phone to its factory settings. To do that, let's see, when you power on the phone, you hold the volume up button. You hold the volume up button, and then you hit the power. You hold it down. You'll feel it vibrate, and then you can let go. And you'll see a little Android logo or something come up. And you've got some options. You can say, it says wipe data factory reset. Your menu may look a little different than this one, but if you do that, it will destroy everything on your phone, your pictures and videos and everything that you've taken. At least that's what I'm told. I haven't tried it out yet. So what we're going to do is rescue the pictures and videos off of this phone before we do that factory reset. So the first thing you're going to need to do, you're going to need a computer. And if you're on a Windows computer, you're going to need to get the driver for your phone so that you can, so that the computer will recognize the phone. Mac OS X users and Linux users, I'm told, have a driver that comes with the system. This is a ZTE brand. So, and I can't remember if I got the OEM driver from ZTE or if I got a generic driver, but I'll have the links posted to some possible places to get some drivers to install to your Windows machine. So once you've got the driver installed, you need to boot up the phone into what's called field test mode. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Shut off the phone. So to get into field test mode, rather than pressing the volume up button, you press the volume down button and hold down the power button until it vibrates again. You can let go. And then you should see maybe a plain screen that'll say FTM. It may look different on different systems, but that's what it looks like on this phone. Once, and then you can connect it to the computer once it's in FTM mode, and then your computer should recognize if the driver's installed, it will recognize it as, on Windows it's called an ADB device, I believe. I'll show you a picture of it once I get the phone connected. And from there, I will show you what we need to do next.
Okay, I've got my phone in field test mode, and the drivers are installed on my computer. When I plug in my phone, you'll see that a new device will be detected. Up here at the top, ADB interface, handset ADB interface. I don't know if all phones will have that same label or not. So now the computer recognizes my phone. So now we just need to be able to access the files on it. And to do that, we need a program, an executable called ADB, which I can't remember what it stands for, but it's part of the Android Software Development Kit. You can get it if you go to developer.android.com/SDK, and it's called the ADT bundle. I've got it downloaded here already, so we want to open up that zip file, and under SDK there's a folder called Platform Tools, and that has our ADB executable. So that's the folder we want. I'm going to extract it here. Oops. And what you're going to want to do is open a command prompt, and you're going to want to cd into that folder. I have it set up so I can open a command prompt right from that folder. Alright. And when we execute ADB, it will automatically detect the phone. We don't need to tell it exactly where the phone's at. But so if we do ADB/shell, we'll be able to browse the files on our phone. And we can browse it just like we would most other Unix style systems. And the storage folder is where the files are that we want. Let's also check that SD card folder. Permission denied. Okay, so yeah, the storage is where we want to go. CD storage. And we've got two SD card folders, SD card 0 and SD card 1. SD card 0, I believe, is the external SD card. Not found. Well, SD card 1 is the internal storage. And under that DCIM folder is where all my pictures and videos are. So these are the files that I want to rescue off of my phone. So I'll go ahead and exit out of here, and we're going to pull those files. We're going to use a command. The command will be ADB pull, and we need a folder to place our pulled files off. So I'm going to just create a new folder right in this directory and call it extracted. Whoops. I'm going to execute command ADB pull and /. If I want to extract everything that I have access to, I would just leave it at /, and that would extract everything that the regular user has permissions to view or copy. But since I don't need to extract everything off of the phone, I'm just going to extract everything that's in that SD card folder. So /storage/SD card 1, and then the folder where I want to extract it to, and I called extracted, and then hit enter, and it'll start pulling all the files off that is in that SD card 1 folder. And this might take a few minutes depending on how many files you have or the size of the files. Now, this device, like I said before, is not rooted, so it cannot pull anything off that the regular user doesn't have permission to view. But the pictures and everything that you should want to rescue should be viewable by the regular user. Okay, so now it's pulled all the files off. If we look in this extracted folder, we should see all the directories that were pulled off. And here's my pictures and my video. So now that I've rescued all of my data off this phone, now I can do a factory reset to restore it to its default settings and get that phone unlocked. Okay, a note on shutting down the ADB service. You'll notice when you start ADB, it starts a daemon or a service, and after that service is running, you're not going to be able to delete that platform tools folder where the ADB executable is found. So one way to stop the service is go through the task manager and just kill it. But you can also use an ADB command to stop the service, and that would be ADB kill dash server. And now we should be able to delete that folder.